TIFU by thinking I was the Hulk.
Obligatory. This didn't happen today. It actually happened last November. I live in South Africa where crime is pretty high and I work in a retail IT store. So this guy and lady come into the store. All of the staff were pretty busy. And they look around, pick up AR 2500. $140. Router. Walk around to the other side of the store. And the guy, who has a special harness built in under his shirt, puts the router under his shirt and jacket. And the two walk out. I was walking to the front of the shop to check something and I noticed his jacket looked a little bit square. So as they walked out the store into the parking lot towards their getaway vehicle, I followed them to the front my shop and watched them. As he got about 4 cars away from their car, I saw him put his hands behind his back to start removing the router. As this happened, I ran to them, grabbed the top of his shirt and jacket and pulled the router away from his back, ripping his shirt and jacket. The shirt hadn't ripped completely and the sound of the ripping made me feel strong. So I ripped the remainder of his shirt as well, tears of joy. He ran off and my colleagues ran after him. And the lady just stood there in absolute shock. Forgot to mention they were both drunk. By then the getaway driver realized what was happening and began reversing and driving away. This is where the TIFU happened. Me feeling like the Hulk now after ripping the guy's shirt, decide that I can take on the car. So I ran towards the car and kicked the door in with what was supposed to be the flat of my foot and then tried to punch the window out twice. The window didn't break. I actually kicked the door with my big toe only and punched the window with my little finger knuckle. I ended up breaking off a piece of the side of my big toe and almost breaking off the head of my 5th metacarpal, and severing the tendon as well. So my pinky was completely loose. All of this ended up costing R$4,500. $2,500 for surgery, plus the months of physiotherapy at around R$1,500. $840. Also, we didn't have to pay for AR 2500. $140. Stolen router, tears of joy. TLDR. I thought I was a superhero and ended up breaking bones and paying dearly for it. After all of that physio, then tendon still got stuck and my pinky doesn't close all the way in. I'm still wearing a special hand thing to stretch the tendon as I can't afford to have another surgery to cut the tendon loose from the scar tissue. See no evil. https preview.red.it/tkitty2gcfb1.jpg Width equals 1080 and format equals PJPG and auto equals WebP and S equals 643 EAD 14513952999 CDC1 Candela 1 AEE 535 EOODF 9780A. Maybe you weren't angry enough to summon the Hulk? GIF. https preview.red.it/io5vj34gcfb1.jpg Width equals 1080 and format equals PJPG and auto equals WebP and S equals 0 AD 2069688A 26 CB1195968A 0 B1 CF75D 625690E 39.
Exclamation mark GIF.
Been there. Saw. Done that. Chased a thief. Got ambushed by a bunch of kids with knives while a cop car drove past us. 100 meters from the station. Seemed like a great time to reevaluate immigration. Glad you were okay and learned a lesson that could save your life in future. Thank you for your attempts for doing the right thing. You shouldn't have to be so aggressive though when you see these kinds of acts. The perpetrator could be subtly packing and use their weapon as a desperate last resort. If you're going to strike things other than people, like a car, Try to think clearer so you don't end up with these kind of results. Kick that side mirror into their window. Probably not. Rolling on the floor laughing.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. ExpensivePikachu is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.